Hello, everybody. Today I am going to introduce you about present perfect. Present perfect. Okay, we're gonna learn already about present perfect form with example and perfect, present perfect passive also. We're gonna learn already. So today I am going to introduce you about um, usage circumstances of present perfect. So I will tell us about how to use and the uses of present perfect tense circumstances. So let's see all together. Number one, present perfect express an absence which begins in the past and still continues. Let's take example. How long have you know each other? How long have you know each other? So express an actions that begin in the past and still continue. It means that you know each other in the past and still now. So you still connected with each other. So ask how long have you been? How long have you know each others? So express the period of time you know each other. So this express an action begin in the past and still continue. So many languages express this idea with a present tense. So many language so express this present tense also. Mr. John is an accountant. Mr. John is an accountant. So it means that Mr. John has been accountant in the past. So now he's still an accountant also. This this time, these actions express present tense and still and present perfect. Present tense, Mr. John is an accountant, and the present perfect, he has been an accountant for 10 years. So for 10 years, he has been for 10 years. So if it talks about present tense, Mr. John is an accountant. Is an accountant in the present tense. Many languages express this idea with a present tense. So Mr. John is an accountant in the present tense. So let's see the next example. He has been an accountant for 10 years. He has been an accountant for 10 years. So Mr. John been accountant for 10 years ago. Uh, and now he's still an accountant also. Yeah. Actually, he's still accountant. These activities, these uh, actions begin in the past and still continue. Happen in the past and still continue. So take note this the time expressions that are common with this use. Yeah. Time expression common use with present perfect also, like full, like sin, yeah, commonly used. So we use for to talk about a period of or time, and since with a point in time. Let's take example. Sin and for common use in this idea in this present perfect tense. Commonly used with for, commonly used with sin. And now take a look at examples. For 2 years, for 2 years, for a month, since 1975, since the end of the book. So this called time expression for and sin. For talks about talks about period of time. Sin talk about point in time. So for and sin so different. For talk about period of time, and sin talk about point in time. So if we talk about point in time, we talk sin 1990, sin 1975, sin 1980. Okay, talk about point in time, start in a time. But for we talks about period of time, how for 2 years, for 10 years, for month, for a month, for 2 months, is up to the period of time. And now let's check number 2. Okay, we will talk about number 2. Okay. Chấm nhôm bạch chẹ một lần tiếp nữa. Okay. Present perfect បញ្ជាក់អំពីសកម្មភាពយើងប្រើដើម្បីបញ្ជាក់អំពីសកម្មភាពដែលវាចាប់ផ្ដើមនៅក្នុងអតីតកាលហើយវាបន្តវាសកម្មភាពវាបន្តមកពេលបច្ចុប្បន្ននៅក្នុងភាសាខ្លះពួកគេច្រើនទៅប្រើដែរមានថា present tense យើងប្រើ present tense មានថា Mr. Jones is an accountant អញ្ចឹងអានឹងក្នុងទម្រង់ជា present tense ដល់ពេលយើងទៅសេមកជា present perfect Mr. John has been an accountant for 10 years អញ្ចឹង has been accountant for 10 years Mr. John គាត់មានថាគាត់ចាប់ផ្ដើមធ្វើជាគណនេយ្យករបាទនៅក្នុង present របស់យើងនិយាយមិញណាបាទប៉ុន្តែអតីតកាលគាត់ហើយយើងនិយាយនឹង present ហើយមានថាសកម្មភាពនោះគាត់កើតគាត់ខ្លាយគាត់ជាអ្នកគណនេយ្យករតាំងពីនោះមកហើយគាត់នឹងបន្តរហងៃគាត់នៅជាគណនេយ្យករដែរ He has been an accountant for 10 years អញ្ចឹងគាត់បានធ្វើការជាការងារជាអាជីពជាគណនេយ្យករអស់រយៈពេល10ឆ្នាំបាទយើងមើលនៅក្នុងនេះ take note time expressions យើងពី time expressions for and sin for ហើយនិង sin គឺវាភាគច្រើនគឺយើងប្រើណា commonly used with this idea អញ្ចឹងមានថាយើងភាគច្រើនយើងប្រើវាបញ្ជាក់អំពី before យើងប្រើបញ្ជាក់អំពីពេលវេលាអំឡុងពេលវេលាបាទ period of time អញ្ចឹង sin យើងប្រើ point in time ចំណុចដែលបញ្ជាក់អំពីចំណុចពេលវេលាចាប់ផ្ដើមបាទ point in time ដូច sin 1975 sin 1919អានឹងហៅថា period of point in time ដល់ពេល period of time for 2 years for 10 years for a month for a week អញ្ចឹងមានថាអានឹងគឺបញ្ជាក់អំពី point in period of time នៅពេល point in time sin 1920 sin 2090 okay អញ្ចឹងអានឹងវាបញ្ជាក់អំពី point in time sin the end of the book ណាអញ្ចឹងអានឹងគឺគេហៅថា point in time វាប្រើ sin អញ្ចឹងយើងចូលមកដល់ការប្រើប្រាស់របស់ present perfect ការប្រើប្រាស់ទី2បាទបច្ចុប្បន្នទី2 it express an experience that happens at some time in one life the action is not the action is in the past and finished but the effect of the actions are still felt when the action happen is not important អញ្ចឹងការប្រើប្រាស់របស់ present perfect ទី2ដើម្បីបញ្ជាក់អំពីបទពិសោធន៍ let's take a look example all together still remembers អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំបានទៅ USA វាគ្រាន់តែជាការចងចាំរបស់យើងធ្លាប់បានទៅណាវាកើតឡើងអតីតកាលមិនបញ្ចប់ហើយប៉ុន្តែយើងលើកមកនិយាយនេះវាអត់សំខាន់សកម្មភាពនៃ នៃហ្នឹងគឺអត់សំខាន់ is not important ក៏យើងបានទៅ USA I been to USA USA I still remember my experience that happened in the past and still to and still but the action the effect of the action is not important for it's not important when the action happen is not important we just remember the time of experience you have I have been to USA yeah I still remember I have you ever had teachers? Have you ever had teachers? Have you ever had teachers? 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 Và cái số chúng ta have you ever had a teachers? យើងធ្លាប់មានបទយើងធ្លាប់ធ្វើជាគ្រូបរិញ្ញាទេ You have been a teachers ធ្លាប់អត់បាទអញ្ចឹង at any time in your life up to now អញ្ចឹងហ្នឹងវាបញ្ជាក់ថា at any time at any time in your life up to now up to now អញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងវាបាទគេសួរយើងធ្លាប់ធ្វើយើងធ្លាប់បានធ្វើជាគ្រូហ៎បាទធ្លាប់បានធ្វើជាគ្រូហ៎អញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងជាបទពិសោធន៍នៃជីវិតបាទ at any time in your life up to now អញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាយើងបញ្ជាក់អំពីសកម្មភាពនៃជីវិតរបស់យើងដែលបានកើតឡើងបាទវាកើតឡើងតាំងពីតកាលរហូតដល់ពេលបច្ចុប្បន្នបាទ